For Friday, the last day of this week, we are going to use these Pythagorean theorem to figure out if these triangles have a right angle. If it does have a right angle, then it should follow the Pythagorean theorem. Now we will use an example. We'll just use the 3 squared, 4 squared, and 5 squared. So we're going to be given every single side, 3, 4, and 5. We know that this one kind of looks like a right angle, and it's the longest side, so that has to be the hypotenuse because it's the longest side. So for example, we'll say it should be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. If it is a right triangle, it will follow this and be correct. We'll make 4a and 3b, and this is c. Remember, this is c because it is the hypotenuse, it's the longest side, the one farthest away from the potential right angle. If you don't make that, if you don't make this c, you can switch the a into b, but you cannot switch it with c. So a was 4, b was 3, equals 5 squared. So let's make sure 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9, equals 5 times 5, 25. 25 equals 25. That is true. So this is a right angle. So is a right angle, right triangle. It is a right triangle. Whereas, let's look at an example of one that is not a right triangle. We'll say 5, 11, 13. We know that 13 has to be the hypotenuse because of what we just talked about. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm going to make 5 the a, 11 the b, and 13 the c. It doesn't matter which one is which, except the c has to be the c. You can switch a and b. So it's 5 squared plus 11 squared equals 13 squared. 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25, plus 11 squared, which is 121, equals 13 squared, which is 169, and 146 equals 169. That is not true because that is not correct. This is not. Is not a right triangle. Please email me if you need help with this concept. This is going to be the video for today and Friday. Email me at brandon.castillo